Schiavone on tonight, and including the long-awaited, highly anticipated. Oh, baby! It is
opening contest, England, weighing 225 pounds, the Ospreay!
And burying the lead a little. It was Ospreay that went on to the semifinals at stage of the 2024 Continental Classic.
It certainly is. And when you have friends like Brody King, it just got it.
And physical, uttering the Matthews!
And to your point, Excalibur,
King and Buddy Matthews as friends, but I think to hear them together.
and the last time we saw Buddy Matthews, he was victorious back in Daddy Magic. He has an opportunity to maybe pick apart Will Ospreay coming out into World's End.
No question about that. Will Ospreay, Buddy Matthews is going to want to pick apart. But I got a question for you. Upset about?
Well, I think Buddy Matthews is upset that to the semifinals to face either Kyle Fletcher or Kazuchika Okada. Buddy Matthews sent to the rope, shoulder tackle, takes Ospreay off.
Potential, he's cashed all of it in and more, but Buddy Matthews just a little bit stronger here. Tell you what, Clark's here tonight with Kenny Omega returning.
Whoa! Slide attempt, one. No. Sweep of the leg, lateral Ospreay, but even better evasion there by Buddy Matthews.
You're not going to want to blink.
Fleet-footedness. Both men, I think, equal base there.
And you're not going to want to blink in this match. You're not going to want to blink for the next. A big grudge match spilling out of the Continental Classic. Mark Briscoe Copeland, a.k.a. Cope, in the house tonight. Match 1 week from tonight. It is Tony Storm, Willow Nightingale, and in the AEW World Championship next Wednesday night at Dynamite. Maximum King of the Cleaner, the best bout machine, returns to Dynamite tonight as Buddy in the ring.
And that's what you got to do here.
Now the step up to Harris.
With either of these guys.
Ospreay has a chance here over the top. The plunge.
Drive Daddy Magic, almost like a frog splash plancha, getting that extra.
And you know that added size that Ospreay put on the floor. And you see Matthews a bit unsteady getting up to his feet, or perhaps not. Matthews, who now accelerates to the rope, the running kick, and Matthews not left arm up off the mat.
And I've been in the ring with a guy with Buddy fly around, and he's as agile as they come. But
Ospreay, one of the greats in this sport, one of the greatest of his generation, but it's also a victory over Will Ospreay. It's not just a victory over one of the greats in our sport.
As Ospreay.
oh, look out here!
Wow! Oh, man.
Will's going to start to feel it. He's going to start to feel those two matches from World's End.
With Okada in the final after, like you said, 10 days later now, up on his feet, trying to drive these rights through the skull of Matthews.
Feet so fleet-footed. The kick to the head has Matthews staggered again.
And Will needs this here. He can't let Matthews build momentum. Whoa! Ribs, maybe the upper chest. Excalibur, maybe.
Yeah, the medical report not widely distributed after Worlds. Now,
he's going to look for that super kick right here.
The little taste of the backbreaker as Ospreay retreats to the floor, but now over the top inside the Aura.
The stack.
Oh, you're back, you don't know. But right here, take a look right here on the apron. This is his opportunity right here. He's got Will right where he wants him.
Strong draws in the aerial assassin. Right in the face. We're going. No, Matthews stands strong.
Holy smokes! Will felt like Will took maybe an unnecessary risk there.
Homage to Brody King. Buddy Matthews with a strong advantage on Will Ospreay.
And it's Matthews. Well, if he is, he's
with the kick, and now the Oscutter connects. Ospreay on the ascent.
Ospreay's in.
This could be it right here. I like that Will's not above taking a count-out win here.
The plane of the ropes went Ospreay on the assault.
That's going to be it.
The leg hook. Two.
To kick things off here on Dynamite. Here comes the elbow pad.
But no, Matthews ducks underneath, anticipates, rising knee. Oh, Matthews.
Wow.
Does he have that one last burst? Is he healthy enough?
That's the question.
Future of Buddy Matthews.
Is Matthews.
Forehead to the bridge of the nose. Bringing Matthews up to his feet.
Will's got to be wondering
is how is Buddy Matthews continuing to get to his feet by Matthews. Great accuracy as Matthews in.
Look out here!
Matthews has Ospreay.
Oh, wow!
Ospreay's head and
how's he doing it? He's on instinct right now. Wait a minute! Again! This is AEW
lining up Matthews.
Blade right down the middle.
Assassin Will Ospreay.
Drive ever again. Having
World-class athlete in Buddy Matthews. Will Ospreay.
Matthews, listen. I've admired you from afar, Brody King, and both of you guys don't need to be following. Today, you showed that you can go with one of the best around if you work hard enough, buddy.
Is Will their manager now?
If you ever need a man in your corner, buddy, I'm...
A big endorsement by Will Ospreay, but we talked about at the top of the broadcast, Ian, primarily known as a tag team of trios wrestlers this past Sunday, were the stars of All Elite Wrestling.
Oh my God, is the best wrestler in the world.
AEW.
Gonna be 3 belts on it, but guess what? I got an
Else is that I am still here.
Maybe we'll bring these to Dynamite on Max.
Maybe.
Yeah, let's hear from the AEW World Tag Team Champions.
Insane Quinn Private
On TNT and Max, Private Party fending off the lead.
Could they climb the mountain? They're primed to stay at the top.
Oh, we got the girls. We got the champs. We're live on TBS. We're live.
The champs taking their spot and
Nah, I ain't like that. I said, hey, last Saturday night on Collision, your boys' team title match that was featured on Max and T, your AEW Tag Team Champions, and we left Charlotte's. And you know what? So how about this? How about we celebrate our latest...
we're ready to celebrate with the Tag Team Champions, but... Here's that MVP.
Oh, these guys like to party.
Man, it's a party, a celebration.
I told you.
Oh, okay.
All the time?
Okay, my bad.
Hey, man, hey, all this with the beef, we've been beefing already. Right?
Yeah, you're right.
Party!
Okay, I like that.
Can I get a toast to these young kings, these incredibly talented team championships?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. Syndicate. Sure.
I thought they were here to celebrate.
Private Party, Bobby Lashley. I mean, he's set to compete in singles competition.
I'm stunned.
from Dallas, Texas, weighing 277 pounds, Lashley!
Private Party to the Tag Team Champion.
Years in the making when they claimed the AEW World Tag Team Championship, but now finding them
And from Sandy Ford, Briscoe!
William Riccaboni, 4 Continental Classic. It seemed like the Hurt Syndicate actually intervened on behalf of the TNT Champion. Interfered. To both you and Shelton Benjamin to ringside for this one-on-one contest.
Hey, don't get choked up. I didn't mean to scare you. Relax.
Thank you very much.
We don't want to hurt you.
I appreciate it.
Lashley is a man of few words. He says what he means, and he means what he says.
Of Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley.
What, Mark Briscoe not a guy who's going to back down? Oh, boy.
Whoa. 2 in a row. Mark Briscoe.
They nearly went 20 minutes on Saturday night on Collision.
For some professional wrestling today, the almighty Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley.
Very intelligent. It would do him much better to just stay down.
Spread his wings here in AEW Singles Division. Stepping up to Lashley here.
And coming off Lashley intercepts. And Mark Briscoe.
The size, the mass of Bobby Lashley.
Stick with us live for Dynamite as the action continues.
I don't know that he's ever met anybody.
Look at these guys. You're taking a time out.
Of anything that Bobby Lashley brings to the table.
You have it. I mean, I'm going to say this. I am ROH Tag Team Champion and a former world champion in his own right. But we're talking versus the Incredible Hulk.
The emotional intelligence, the resilience, the strength, the
Wait,
physical.
wait. Did you
of Honor's locker room in 2013. Mark Briscoe scored the highest score. That intelligence, though, being driven out of Briscoe.
But that's okay. Hey, Bobby, take the rest of his teeth. Get the rest of them.
Quickly, in such a short distance as Shelton Benjamin now.
First time they ever met in singles action. And Briscoe, he's not about to take the attention off of this bout. I have an idea.
MVP, could you actually arrange that?
Oh, please don't. Please don't.
Listen,
Lashley once again remaining in control, and now the elbow.
Squared circle with a guy like Bobby Lashley.
I know. He's never been. Absolutely. Victim. But we're talking about the almighty Bobby Lashley.
Having his way with Briscoe here.
Not off from post. And Lashley. We are back live on TV. His first offensive shot in many a minute on the almighty.
Big frying pan size hands of Mark Briscoe.
One of the most unpredictable.
Coming in back. Down goes Briscoe. Syndicate alongside Bobby Lashley here. Ian, we've talked up the tag team accolades of Mark Briscoe. He's got an international object.
You don't know what this nut job's gonna do
Right now.
He's letting it all hang out.
Why isn't Mark Briscoe being disqualified in the front with it?
Under the ring, but still.
Oh, look at that.
And Posey's standing there. The referee's not doing anything about it.
He's giving the 10 count. Briscoe throwing his body at Bobby Lashley.
You can't count Mark out. You can't count out the fire.
The froggy bow.
All the way up top. Here it comes.
Mark Briscoe. Lashley.
He won the.
Yeah, you want to cheat.
That move, I've never seen anybody kick out of one.
Looks like the Hurt Syndicate starting to.
About the cheating ref.
Whoa.
Boot to the face. The referee can only call one.
Spear.
Ladies and gentlemen, and scene. Because we have.
Mark is fading.
Mark Briscoe's fading. MVP taking the headset. Almighty Bobby Lashley.
You gotta let it go now.
Almighty Bobby Lashley.
Daddy Magic.
No, come on, Shelton. Shelton, you have no reason. This is
Second Zayn Quinn. Private party.
Thank you.
The chip.
Zay and Quinn crashing the Hurt Syndicate's party.
With Zayn Quinn like this, there's money to be made when they're. That's what the Hurt Syndicate wants.
Luring them, getting the emotion.
Dynamite return of Kenny Omega, but coming up next, the Casino Gauntlet Boxing and AEW World Championship 1 week from tonight.
First, from Auckland, New Zealand, weight 222. Fight!
Ian Riccaboni thinking back to World's End, the fourth victory to only be stymied by outside forces.
And carry the company on his back into 2025, including. There's no way.
Participant from Erin Springs, Virginia, weighing 200.
Daddy Magic, we'll talk about the history between Hangman Page. For certain was Jay White at number 1. Everything else after that is up and
Quickly, boys. It's sudden death.
the
First ball wins it.
shot at Jon Moxley next Wednesday night. Dynamite matching Jay White and Hangman Adam Page. And Jay White, historically speaking,
Jay White and Hangman Adam Page have squared off against one.
The more people are going to enter, the harder it gets to get a submission, to get a pin.
where the ring fills up. They have a chance to get the job done Wednesday night at 100% without sustaining too much damage.
Absolutely.
Emotion comes into play. Like you guys were saying, these two have been going at it.
World champion at World's End.
Well, nobody wants to look in the mirror, eh?
Apply pressure. The first pinfall attempt of the match by Hangman Adam.
And if there's one athlete I'd pick at number 1, it would be Switchblade Jay. That blade's edge, that necessary endurance you need in case the match.
Intercepts, Blade Runner blocked, Deadeye avoided.
Wow. And Jay White.
Jay White now putting Hangman up into flex indeed.
Random intervals.
That's right, Ian. Our next entrant. We are moments away from.
Oh, thanks.
One Jay White certainly can't be had. World's End 10 nights ago. Wheeler Yuta, Jay White. He got a
Than you're ever going to forget.
An
the man who
unexpected
cost you the
twist.
world title.
Oh, wait.
interrupt.
And it was Jay White who saw the unexpected twist, and it said,
Like Jay White coming overcome an injury last summer.
Rode into the ring, just walked almost into the waiting arms of Jay White and rated FTR and defeating the Death Riders in that trios match.
So I think Yuta's actually got a lot to wrestle for here. If he wins, he guaranteed in the event he's not victorious.
Hangman Page He and Hangman firing on all cylinders here in the early moments. Now things
for me is the random intervals, right? You go for the quick victory, and from the outside comes in. Maybe a 4th, 5th, 6th opponent.
takes on Yuta.
You control what you can control. A guy like
it's effectively sudden death.
Here we go.
First pinfall, first submit, waiting and watching the clock tick down. Oh, some mind games here.
What?
Perhaps.
The former champ Swerve Strickland.
I think everybody.
Ricochet!
Daddy Magic's the man who won scissor beats paper every single time.
the outside. Look out now.
Ricochet.
It's about time.
Wow. Ricochet
toting and then driving the force, the body down.
The moonsault press. Well, fans, the Casino Gauntlet continues on Dynamite. Go.
Here, pairing off. It'll be interesting.
Unlikely alliance between Wheeler Yuta and Ricochet. Riders here tonight, Ian.
Well, certainly making himself known, obviously.
I mean, he fit right in with the Death Riders from what we saw last week.
The title stays with the Death Riders, but maybe there's some cash under the table.
I don't think there's any money changing hands. Does not seem to be how the Death Riders. Wow, bounced off that steel ring pump. Yeah, the ring is starting to fill up exactly what Jay White barricade is. Wheeler Yuta was gouging the eyes of Jay White. Countouts on the floor. The pinfall or the submission must occur inside
here. Trying to get a shot at the world title.
And driving
Wheeler Yuta about costing him at World's End. It would behoove White to return to the ring.
Expelled energy because Yuta's just coming right back anyway here. Just
I realize there's an opportunity at the world title at stake here.
You know, your face, your name on the side of the production trucks on the billboard. Climb back to the top of the mountain again. And it's something Jay White's.
Wheeler Yuta, shortcuts have been the name of the game for him all night, potentially keeping that AEW World Championship firmly in the grip of the Death Rider. AEW Dynamite live from Clarksville, Tennessee. World Championship 1 week from tonight at Dynamite. Maximum Carnage, the opposite sides of the ring. Elevated up and over the top, leaving the first. The clock counting down. Remember the entrance in this match coming.
One after another, boys!
Adam.
Proclaiming the AEW World Championship now with yet
It does. It was Adam Cole who recruited Hangman out of Page. Oh! Page in his early 20s. Oh, goodness! Get the cover!
Was where Adam Cole suffered that injury from Switchblade Jay White.
Panama City Sunrise.
Oh, there it is. This could be it.
In this ring, and it's going to get even crazier.
You got everybody else on the floor. Jay White's on the floor.
Come on now.
Daniel Garcia.
2 victories away from becoming double champ here in AEW.
In Daniel Garcia.
Garcia, who just
a little twist and shout, boys,
with an opportunity to go on to
driving those punches down to the skull. Oh,
there you go, Danny.
Hey.
Hangman intervenes. Yes. Garcia needed the midsection. He's stacking him up in the corner. Daniel Garcia raining down.
How about it? Go get it, Danny.
Is that why you didn't wear a shirt tonight?
A spoiler here on Danny Garcia.
And think about the history between these two men. Have gone through climbing the independent ranks, finding themselves here in
battling it out as Yuta takes down Garcia and Ricochet.
Distraught right now. It is now 2-on-1 Yuta and Ricochet.
But Ian, as we
to a point where I think it's preordained. I think there was some discussion as we
Sting.
Power.
And just hoisting Ricochet out.
It's a 200-pound man.
By far the most powerful guy. Come on, we got to be smarter than this, guys.
And there goes Jay White. This match that can match Hobbs power for power, or at least come close, Ian.
And cut.
Powerhouse Hobbs throwing Hangman across.
Former champion strewn about the outside.
And
we get some eyes on Danny Garcia.
Moxley, the last time Hobbs and Moxley shared the ring, it resulted in that.
That's right. Caused Don Callis to get...
Fine! Buster, this is going to be it. One.
It's so hard to get done, guys.
You're
didn't know that, and they knew what danger Adam Cole was in of being.
You're going to have a lot of lady luck on your side to get this thing done. Fatigue starts to set in. You get
for 2 entrants into this match.
Well, I think there's a sweet spot for Jay. Fire that off.
Those are in one-on-one situations.
Right. You're
going after Wheeler Yuta since Yuta entered.
We got Hopkins.
And think about this, Jon Moxley not competing.
You hear that so much when it comes to the NFL playoffs about getting a bye. And Mox sitting in the catbird seat right now as the world champion, just watching this car
on the floor, but inside the ring. Garcia scores with the dropkick on the outside.
Mox is watching this and just smiling and laughing. I know he send foes out to the outside.
That's the strategy for sure.
Who will earn a shot at Jon Moxley in the AEW World on here tonight on Dynamite? But not here tonight. It's every man for themselves.
It certainly is. IWGP champion.
Holy smokes!
Takes the low road. Hobbs goes face first in that middle turnbuckle pad.
That's what
be the next entrant. Remember, the list is very, very long.
Roderick Strong.
Slowly, the Messiah, the backbreaker, delivers one. And out.
You want to talk about conditioning? Not going to be a problem for Roderick Strong.
Going on long enough this time for Roderick Strong to enter, unlike in the past.
As you mentioned, Excalibur. Oh!
Roderick Strong coming in. Seems like Ricochet and Yuta not the only unexpected alliance.
This part of the strategy here.
Hobbs throwing himself at Cole and Garcia.
Side out.
Discus lariat lands by Hangman Adam Page. Now spiked. Suplex. Ricochet got spiked.
Ooh, to the low blow behind Paul Turner's back. He did it again.
Yuta,
the ring was empty.
You understand me?
Lance Archer.
The big 6'8+, and the choke slam to Wheeler Yuta. Look at that, just plucked Roderick Strong out of midair.
And there's Sutter.
Yep. And Lance Archer, his wars once again.
In physics is gravity.
Are we going to see the two big
Ricochet back and forth to one another?
I don't remember that track and field contest.
Feet.
The shock in the eyes of Hobbs. Ooh, and now we're getting it one-on-one here in the middle.
Alongside Adam Cole. Recently reunited with Cole and Riley baiting in Archer the dragon screw in the ropes.
The friendship dating back a decade.
Right away, you see the pairing.
A guillotine knee drop to the...
You pair up.
Yeah, especially as the ring continues to... Focusing their attack on Hangman Adam Page.
Absolutely, but how are they going to determine who's it going to come down to?
Danny Garcia on the back of Powerhouse Hobbs. We saw him work on
when the clock winds down.
A little high and low there from Roderick Strong.
Woo! All right!
Good laugh.
Announced that he was committed to ending his pro wrestling championship, Jeff Jarrett. But now look at this Wheeler Yuta. You have to imagine, Ian, that this is under orders from Jon Moxley.
Absolutely. Taking Jarrett to the back.
And taking Jarrett's opportunity.
Undisputed.
They arguing here.
Yeah, they were. There was Archer and Hobbs here.
Well, that's inevitable. The competitive juices, guys.
On Powerhouse Hobbs.
And one of the freshest men on the match. He can certainly hit it here.
Dave sends Archer scrolling to the floor.
Oh, Kyle.
Kyle O'Reilly, that knee damage. The last time he faced Moxley, but the spine. This is it. Maximum Carnage on TBS and streaming on Max. Championship.
Powerhouse Hobbs. From that knee injury suffered. And it is Hobbs.
Nate Paquette to get a word with the #1 contender, Powerhouse Hobbs.
A huge congratulations is now official. Next week, World Championship. You have been through...
Let it be told, but next week, I plan on shocking...
7 days away from finding out from tonight at Maximum Carnage. And there you see Jeff, but fans also coming up 1 week from tonight on One for the very first time.
Earlier today, your dad was unfortunately attacked.
I'm a fight
Lying. Scumbag's in the ring right now. I'm about to whoop his ass.
And sinker.
Forget. That hand has to be broken.
I am the face of TBS now, World Champion.
Christian Cage. You got beat your ass, choke your ass out.
Animos with the last outlaw, Jeff Jarrett.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Tennessee, a state your family helped put on the professional wrestling.
Ian, it's 2025, and the last will have what it takes to climb that mountain.
Well, Daddy Magic, last weekend champ, wants that title back as well.
Nope.
The only man to have ever possessed the Dynamite and Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, individual I have ever met.
I mean, this is a legend we're talking about in Jeff Jarrett.
Ian Riccaboni, Jeffrey, I don't believe that you have been greatest AEW world champion of all time. Well, Jacob Friedman, and I want my Triple B back. World belt, you know. Powerhouse Hobbs. You got beat up by Wheeler Yuta.
You got jumped.
Nightmare. None of these men are worthy of a man who has beaten some of the biggest icons for 35 plus years, a 12-time world champion. Barrett.
No.
But hey, kudos. My dad told me world champion. But based on what you said last, but you know, Jeff, I've done some. I'd imagine that's out of sheer embarrassment. For one more year. Oh, no, you don't want to retire yet, do you, Jeff? No, you had to sign.
How does Max get this
But
information?
Hey. Off, Double J. I'm here to help you, bud. Still got it. 1 year to make sure you. Double J, I can help you become champion of. You probably couldn't even win a match. But a little favor, bud. When I help you procure my. Now, Tennessee, I know you ain't bright, but I'm talking. No. Jeff, little old me.
You know, Max, you were the AEW's reigning world heavyweight champion of all time, and that's from your failures than you do your successes. Again, as a matter of fact, do you know that one-hit wonder may turn out to be a nice t-shirt, that I've got to go down. I've been at rock bottom. Has put me at rock bottom. Scratch to fight my way back to the top of the mountain. The opportunity to enter the casino gauntlet. But what do? Max, I've been on top 12 times.
Right.
And like that old expression goes, 5. So, hell no, I don't need you. And as far as what you're at.
Well, Jeff Jarrett wants it to come tonight. The Dynamite return of Kenny Omega, but coming a few nights ago as we closed out 2024, the Death Riders. No one has heard from Darby Allin since.
The Rated R Superstar!
Because of his very close association. Trio's victory alongside FTR over the Learning Trees.
And there is the FTR, rated FTR. Jericho and Cope, leaving nothing to chance. Shatterman.
Now the legend, the Rated R Superstar, Cope has the floor.
You and your Death Riders, right? While I was, as we just saw, you threw Darby Allin down. The sin that you can't repent in my world is you tried to go after a massive mistake. Like Switchblade and Orange Cassidy and Darby, they don't have what I disagree to. But here's what I will say. Fought through just to be standing here in this ring. Because I am a different animal entirely. Guerrero. Minutes, and I won that match. Who fought Malachi Black in a barbed wire steel cage match. You want to know what I did? I wrestled 10 more minutes, and I won that. You're one of the toughest bastards to ever step foot in this ring. Been done before.
Maybe on the verge of finding out what.
Maybe an instance of be careful what you wish for.
See Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta bringing up the
awareness, the adrenaline's pumping.
Cope knows the deal, guys.
At any moment, these three men could split and attack. Seems to be a calm, a center, but his attention being diverted
to allow Cope to sweat, but Cope.
We're going out here now, Cope. The odds, and that's Dax and Claudio, and now
we bring the high boot into the face of the world champ.
Cope's got the back.
Hold on. Oh, wait a second. Marina Shafir just slid.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, it's not or what?
It's a front behind with a plan in.
And that is why Cope had his head on a swivel. He on the shots.
Castagnoli engine
choke. You can see the life leaving the face of Cope.
It's enough. A message.
And they have incapacitated.
Neck of Darby could be going after the surgically repaired neck of Cope.
No.
All right. And who would have at the end of the night could be the next AEW World?
He's at least buying Cope some time. FTR gathering less than a week away now from the world title defense or Mox.
How's Kenny Omega?
Let's make history by dancing for me.
Yes! Excellent!
Hollywood.
Got a lot on your plate, but why don't we give them an appetite?
Title shot.
Hey, that's fine. Non-title attractive. Sometimes.
You know, your head off.
And then you'll feel the wrath!
Do you wish for Harley Cameron?
It's Casino Gauntlet next week. Introducing first.
Or may have forgotten the past 3 years of her life, but it
certainly isn't. Toni Storm looking to climb back into the title ranks.
Long Island, New York, Chris Stat.
Women's World Champion Chris Statlander, former TBS champion, as is Paquette, about how she plans to use 2025 to move wrong in the year past.
Oh, yeah!
Willow! Night!
Move my shoulders.
Oh, no.
Here we go.
Freestyle? You can do it?
Will is gonna romp all over this place. That was a legit free. The #1 entry in the Women's Casino Gauntlet. Waistlock there. You can
attempt. Nope. Toni Storm now. Pinfall attempt. Statlander rolls.
She may not recall the friendship and then rival attention, or she might pay it a whole lot of attention. It's a wild card.
To the mat. There you see at the bottom of your screen the Casino Gauntlet match taking place in Australia. Coming up February 15th. AEW TIX.
In her Tokyo Dome debut. Whoa, goodness.
That's right, this past Sunday, Willow.
And he's trying to end it quick here.
Talk about international travel, of course. The winner of that when AEW heads down under.
Just a little over a month.
The ropes with Willow coming back to the shoulder tackle. As Toni Storm, 5-0, looking to keep the streak alive here tonight, but easier.
Chris Statlander.
And fans, you heard the challenge thrown out. Plus, the rated R superstar Cope faces Big Bill this Saturday night live on TNT and streaming on Max.
To Chris Jericho, sunset flip. Those two had a great exchange.
Oh, ow!
You kidding me?
Whoa, no!
Right between the uprights. And the NFL Gale has the advantage, and how can you not?
Coming up later tonight.
Wow, Clarksville has been amazing.
Statlander back into the mix.
Go, Chris.
Side headlock, Snapmare takes down from Fulham, eclipsing Chicharito's record. Ian, I'm just trying to do a reset here still.
This couldn't be higher, and just because we didn't see it in the men's match doesn't mean
You're the #1 when you're the #2. You got to have a sense of urgency. You got to get to.
Led to them. Well, Toni Storm.
That's for sure. This Toni Storm got a real whack job.
Well, she's.
I mean, is she a young upstart? Like in her mind?
In her mind, she is, I believe. Toni Storm, and now look at this. Toni Storm just whipping.
She might have married
Brand's money before or after the show.
Lucky she didn't give you a snapmare.
Wow. Oh, double mare! Yeah!
Former AEW Women's World Champion, whether she realizes it or not, with the upper hand. As Storm returns Willow Nightingale. Those snapmares, especially repeated snapmares, very disorienting. Starts throwing her down.
It's like that NSYNC song, got to get up to get down.
Got to get up to get down.
Delivers the forearm here.
Who will earn midst of finding out? Toni Storm, three-time former AEW Women's Commentator's Curse coming into effect.
Absolutely, Stat.
Willow, who traveled together and they came up the. Yeah, when Chris Statlander lost that TBS championship, in her own words, Daddy Magic.
Of being a champion, of course. Oh, goodness. Of the former AEW here tonight.
That's coming up next.
That is, I can tell you with great certainty.
Battle to determine who will earn that ¡1 spot in the Casino Gauntlet match.
Lander.
Drop kick on
the pounce. Period.
Breaks free of the Fireman's Carry.
Dropping that base down.
Perhaps with the opportunity, she was denied.
Look out!
There's powerbomb!
Lifted her.
Valley driver. Willow the cover.
Wow. And you can tell just how much that #1 spot means. The power bomb here.
Nope, Toni Storm breaks free. Jawbreaker.
Power of Statlander.
A German suplex. One of the trademark turned the corner. Had the lariat coming in hot, and now Statlander. Lock on Statlander. Statlander with a waist lock on Toni Storm.
It's hers to lose.
Maximizing her moves.
There's the cradle. Reverse. Statlander pushes the pile, breaks up the pinning. Nope, reversal again. As both women.
Wednesday Night Fever.
The 3 count leading to the #1.
This is huge. Huge for Chris Statlander.
The winner of fans coming up next. The return of.
Not surprised. I gave it my best, but clearly, you know, she deserves it. And next week, the Casino Gauntlet, the women, I guess it can't be Toni time all the time.
Wow, heartbroken Toni Storm after the results of the 13-month. Wrestling, a man who turned the sport a life-threatening illness through which he persevered.
Inform the world that 2 feet of his digest spent hospitalized, rehabilitating. And Japan tonight, the first time in Dynamite. Wow!
In the world of professional wrestling.
But thank you. It was a little over a year ago. Something called diverticulitis. And for those who don't know what that is, well, when I did, the doctor had told me. So for the past year, upon a successful surgery, how long is recovery going to be? And number 2, and the doctor told me of life, let alone return to the ring, So I ended up being in the hospital 4 more times for a period. Is this even worth it? Can I even do it? And I can't lie. What purpose do I even have? A few days ago, it's like I found my purpose here tonight. Giving you everything that I have, that I'm just not living, that he can be the God of professional wrestling, that I am not to be able to do. This new version of Kenny Omega, the about revenge. This version of Kenny Omega.
Well, Kenny right now is Don Callis, the man who quite literally anybody in. The attack could be coming from anywhere.
It certainly could. And
get him! Oh, get him, Kenny Omega! Get him, Kenny! Yes! Archer and Cage and the Don Callis family, but Omega gets
a machine taking the cleaner apart, and it's Brian Cage, the machine, just dragging the carcass of Omega.
Now look at this 2-on-1, but Omega undaunted.
Wait, Kenny!
And
that's 3 men on 1 now.
No, not this bit. No.
Oh, no. The body blow from Brian Cage. Omega.
Collision going for the jackpot here for Wayne.
Hey! Sharon Head!
Get him out of here.
With Kenny Omega, but Ospreay, 2 men wronged by Don Callis. Will that be the...
Well, that is a question I cannot wait to find out the...
Well, fans, thank you for joining us tonight. Powerhouse Hobbs, the challenger. The one-on-one Hook and Christian next Wednesday night.
Australia getting a world title shot at Grand Slam.
And fans, you're knocking next Wednesday night at Dynamite to take on the machine. Kenny